It's been 42 years since the U.S.'s war on drugs became a prime federal directive, but some are calling it a war on blacks in America. Demonstrators at a rally in Washington say minorities have been often the victims of this policy, which has put a disproportionate amount of black men in jail.
You could get stopped if you look suspicious. So basically, I could be wearing the suit, but if I wear a hoodie and my hair, my appearance is suspicious.
President Richard Nixon declared the war on drugs in 1971, which continued stricter prohibition policies on certain drugs. Many law enforcement officers say the policies are not working.
We have more crime, we have more death, we have more disease than ever before. Drugs are more plentiful, they're cheaper than ever before. So after four decades of this nonsense, why would we even think of continuing with such a policy?
Educators are calling for more resources to be put into schools instead of incarceration, where there is a racial disparity. According to the Sentencing Project, more than 60% of people in prison are now racial and ethnic minorities. For black males in their 30s, 1 in every 10 is in prison or jail on any given day.
Since this policy has been going on for 40 years, it's very ineffective. We spend $70 billion on this policy, but yet schools are closing throughout the nation.
In President Obama's city of Chicago, the Board of Education voted to shut down 50 schools, the largest number of schools closed at one time by any major U.S. city. Hundreds of protesters gathered here outside of the White House because they say they want to send President Barack Obama a message that he failed to deliver on his promise to help kids excel through education. And they say the problems don't only rest with academics. They also say that the continued disproportionate application of some law enforcement policies continue to destroy black and minority communities. Demonstrators are hoping that the president take a more common-sense approach to the criminalization of drugs. For example, creating programs that would focus more on job creation and rehabilitation rather than incarceration.
These policies aren't applied evenly, and they're applied more heavily on blacks because of racial profiling. So if you have petty misdemeanors that have to do with drugs, then you're put in the system, a prison system that's hard, even when you get out of, it's hard to shake.
There was no immediate response from the White House about the demonstration. Barack Obama is in Northern Ireland for the G8 summit. Colin Campbell, Press TV, Washington.